B-Mo.
Randy.
We back. We back.
What's happening? What's up? What's up?
So listen, you know I need to talk to you about this conversation that they keep saying, where the black people at when it comes to the protesting.
Okay.
Let me start out this.
Okay, talk to me.
Because I just did a video where I asked this question.
Okay.
Why? No, seriously. I think people just, why us? Like, I haven't heard nobody talking about where the Asian community at.
Okay, no, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
I ain't heard nobody call out the Asian community.
This is true.
I haven't even heard them call out other Latinos. So what I'm saying is, yes, there are some Latinos that are marching, but there's a lot who are not.
That's true.
Like the fact, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're not getting as much heat, and it's their people.
Now look, okay, I hear you.
Yes.
And to a certain degree, I agree with you, but it's playoff season.
Well, nothing to agree with. I'm just saying, I'm wondering why.
Why? Oh,
So I don't have an opinion.
Here's why, though.
Well, here's why.
Because you got to put in your best player. They know. They know when it comes to changing the movements, especially against the majority culture in America, they know who the star player is. They know who the Jordan, they know who the Kobe is. They just so happen to be black as well. But it's black folks.
So we are the Michael Jordan of struggle.
We are the Michael Jordan of American struggle.
Ooh, that's sad. That's kind of sad, though, don't you think?
Yeah. That's why when you go to the National Museum of African American History and Culture, you cry the whole time. Because it's just sad.
Well,
but then you get those pockets.
There are pockets.
Right? Those pockets of positivity in there. But like in this moment, if you just zoom out, what's happening, it just seems like there is a law enforcement strategy that is overbearing against the minority population, and people are looking around. It's like, okay, who's gonna save us? And it's always, look at black folks. It's always look at black folks.
But that's not right.
Right. You're right. You're right.
I mean, what I'm saying is, I don't think that we should be the collective Captain Save-A-Ho.
No, you should. See, I've been struggling with this. I've been struggling with the disconnection between like theory and reality, because you're 100% correct.
But we
should not be Captain America.
Right.
But if we don't, here's how I think about it. I don't know if we had this conversation, but I was at this really weird party, and this dude asked me, what can black folks do about nuclear disarmament? Did I tell you this?
You hanging around people that are far too smart. Okay?
And I was like, I don't.
And my friends, they talk about, what you think about the Glorilla joint? Okay, but go ahead.
Okay, that's it. Okay, that's different. That's the other thing. He asked me, what can black folks do about nuclear disarmament? And I said, I don't really know the particulars, but what I do know is if we played the calculation long enough, it eventually becomes black folks' problem. So then there will be, at some point, a black solution to nuclear disarmament. And I think about that in the same way as the ICE protests and the LA protests and the things that are happening against not illegal immigrants, I don't even want to say it, against migrants in this country.
Yep.
Those will eventually become black problems.
No, and everyone says that we should be fighting now, but I feel like eventually I know we have to fight.
Yeah.
And eventually, I know this for a fact. I mean, some people are like, no, forget it, I'm not going to deal with it. Eventually, it's going to have to be all oppressed people fighting against white supremacy.
Yes.
We cannot do it as a group. Eventually, it's going to have to be Latinos, Asian, let's not get into that.
They're going to have to,
I think Vietnamese, Philippines, and blacks. We're all going to have to, and all marginalized people, LGBTQIA, because white supremacy works against everybody that is not wealthy, Christian, cis, het, white, and male. It's them and everybody else.
Right.
And so what I'm hoping is that everybody else is realizing that's them
I hope so too.
What is annoying me is that, one, there's this expectation. I don't like anyone to feel entitled to me.
Yeah, that's trash. That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I feel I have seen some really, and don't get me wrong, I appreciate them because I do some hard-hitting videos. But people coming at us hard, like, where are y'all? You need to be out here and blah, blah, blah. Of all, this call is within, too. A lot of black people are saying that we need to be there. And I do believe eventually. But I believe that we deserve a moment. We just lived through a major letdown because what the world told us, they gave us their asses to kiss.
They did.
And they knew what they were getting, and they forget you.
Right.
And it's kind of like, to me, I see it as a relationship. You cheated on me, then you cheated on me again.
Yeah.
You dogged me. You gave me your ass to kiss. You told me I wasn't shit. Chose the other woman over me.
Yeah.
Chose the other woman over me. Then the woman dogs you, and you're like, hey, babe,
can we?
I need you.
Hey, big head.
Yeah, hey, big head, how you doing? I need you. And we're supposed to immediately be like, yes, come back. I mean, you got to send some flowers. We got to go to counseling. You have to understand how you made me feel.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just dog me, as the Latinos did with their votes, with the songs they were singing. And it's wrong to group, but we group in this world, unfortunately.
Right.
And Lord knows black people are always grouped. We are granted the pleasure and privilege of individuality.
No, we're not.
So I just think we need a moment to focus on healing us. What do you think? You at the protest tomorrow?
I'm not. No.
Okay.
I'm not at the protest tomorrow, mostly because I think it's dangerous for me.
But that's just my point.
Yeah.
We know we're going down.
Right. I feel dangerous in that position. I wouldn't, let's just say, like, hypothetically, somehow the insurrection was the other way and it was black folks storming the Capitol. I don't think we would have survived. So I don't necessarily feel the same.
You don't think we would have survived? We definitely would not have
This is
survived.
true. Yes. No more future BMOs. That'd have been all.
Right.
So I don't necessarily feel safe putting my body in danger for that. But at the same time, I hear what you're saying, but I feel like this resilience is kind of a spectrum. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to the march, I'm going to fight, nor is it like, oh, I'm MAGA. It is a wide spectrum of selection of things that
I agree with you 1,000%.
right? So we can still be resilient against
We
ICE.
are.
Right.
Most black people I know, even if it's just boycotting, big brands
Right.
that are not giving people equal rights.
Yeah.
We are still fighting.
Of course.
I'm just saying, I don't think anyone has the right to my black body.
They don't.
Being on the front lines, because we
don't.
know how that's going to end up. We
Of course.
know. And this is the thing. I was watching the videos and I saw them up in white women's faces. And I saw a white woman hit
Even
by
my
a red bullet.
response just now, not the white women.
Not the white. Like, when and I'm like, if they would do that to a white woman, I'm done.
Yeah, that's it. It's a tough situation. But I just feel like as long as we are still on the same path of righteousness, we can still affect change. And I want to be careful because of something you said a second ago about grouping. I want to be careful because I know the popular thing is that black folks can't be racist. But if we consider our history of political impact, and we consider the fact that we'll be withholding that political power from a group of people based on the select actions of a few people, then we would also be applying the same white supremacy mindset towards this struggle. We wouldn't be solving the problem. We would be adding to the problem on a larger theoretical situation. So that when they capture up all the migrants, then they can say, all right, y'all next. How can we...
Well, that... We already know that we're next.
Of course.
Right? I don't think that we're sitting back, but answer me this honestly. Let's say that we joined in. Mm-hmm. And we said a few. I mean, Latinos overwhelmingly voted for Trump.
They did.
Overwhelmingly. So this is the majority, whatever. So when they pick us out and they group us and say, oh, they're criminals or something, like the majority of us, of course, are not, right?
Of course.
But I'm saying the majority of them, knowing what Project 2025 let out, I really am annoyed with people saying, we didn't know. No, y'all knew.
You knew.
You just didn't know it's going to be y'all.
Right.
What you were fine with it when you thought it was us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You were fine with it, but now that you're saying, I mean, I think that particularly like Cubans, I think they're in utter shock. Like, I think they are like, wait a minute.
Oh, man.
Like, I don't think they expected the Venezuelans. I don't think they expected it. And so now that it's turning out to be them, all of a sudden, they're saying, oh my God, we didn't know. No, you knew.
You knew.
You didn't know it was you, and you were fine. You were fine with my destruction. You were fine. So how do I then turn around and immediately put my life on the line for you? Like, how do I do that right now? And so I at least need a minute